Hi guys, welcome back to Max Electronics. In today's video we will be looking at this light from Betopper. It's the model L1015. It is at the moment at the nightclub because it's so big. As you can see, it's barely gonna fit on my bench. It comes with a manual, it comes with the power cord with the country of your choice, and the DMX cable, which I will talk about later. But right now, let's take it to the lab and put it on a bench and have a look how it's built. It is solid, it's very heavy, it's metal, solid metal. I'm not sure if it's aluminium or not, but we'll check it at the lab. So while we're taking it to the lab, let's have a listen for a quick word from my sponsor, which is a Betopper. This video is sponsored by Betopper. Betopper Lighting is one of the fastest growing professional lighting solutions, taking a lead in manufacturing of high quality fixtures for stage, concert and nightclub. With amazing range of products available, you can easily build your dream rig within a budget. Betopper Lighting uses high quality LEDs and optics with very affordable prices and delivery times worldwide. You can build your stage with just a blink of an eye. Click the link below to check the range of amazing products on offer. Light your show with a Betopper Lighting. Quality lighting designed just for you. Here it is on the bench now, and like I said before, let's try to see what sort of metal it is. So I've got a magnets here. It is steel. That's aluminium. Well, now I can't get that magnet out. So the actual moving part is aluminium. We've got lenses here. They are... I can't tell if it's plastic. Yeah, the lenses are plastic, so that's not glass by the look of it, because they're not cold. It's plastic. The front is aluminium. But this is... oh, the front is steel, the sides are aluminium, and of course the rest is steel as well. So at the back we have two mounting brackets, and we've got a hole for the screw with a loop. That's for your safety cable. It can be just on its feet by the look of it, so you can just stand it on the table, or you can mount it, and that's the quick release ones. Oh, if I can undo it. They're very tight, which is good, so it's safe. Down here we have a control panel. Where is it? So that's our DMX settings and all the other settings. Now let's so I'll quickly show you. Every light pretty much that you buy online will come with this sort of DMX cable. It's the molded rubbery stuff, and I'd suggest just put it in a bin straight away. So if I'm right, which is a good indicator here, it says 300 volts. So I'll show you why. So if I take that cable and we cut it in half. Oh no, this one is actually good. So I'm wrong about that one. Usually when you get this cable, it would be a just a normal 240 volts, you know, your load, neutral and earth wire that they use, and that's really bad for your DMX. This one, however, is shielded. So I'm very surprised at that, so that's good. Yeah, it's definitely a proper, well, DMX. So now the Betopper does send a good cable then, I guess. We got standard power cord here with Australian plug. Now let's have a look what's inside. So I don't know, what should I start with? The top part with the lenses? How do you pull it apart? That would be interesting. Well, I think we just take one lens off and have a look what's inside, because it would be all repetitive through. You can see, I don't know if you can see, where is the torch? I'll try to use my phone because I can't find my torch. Oh yeah, no, you can just see the LEDs in there, but we'll open it up anyway. So let's take one lens off. Wrong screwdriver. No, this one's wrong too, but oh well. So the bracket comes off, and the lens doesn't, because it is from the inside. I thought you'd be able to take the lens off, but no. Okay, so we'll put that back on. Alright then, let's start looking what's on the electronics side of things. So I assume the power supply would be on the right here. So let's undo this side. I can already tell there's a power supply here. You can see the two screws and you can see the aluminium under there, so that would be the power supply here. Then what else do we have? I've removed 8 screws. Let's see if that's enough or there's more. Oh yeah, that's enough. And just as I thought, that's the power supply. Let's see if we have a decent power supply here. So it's all earthed and sleeved, so that's good. It is a quick release, so we can unplug it. It is latched, so you have to press it and pull it out to unlatch from the power cons. Decent connections, not dodgy soldering. Yeah, looks good so far. There's a fuse. Yeah, there's a fuse, and I can see the PTC in there as well. Let's have a look closer up. So there it is. There's a PTC here. We've got fuse. We've got choke caps, so just basic filtering. We've got 680 microfarad 35 volts 3 caps. You could fit more probably in there, so that's good. Everything's terminated properly, so it's not just stuffed wires, as you can see here. Oh, if I can move it. So everything's terminated. That's good. Alright, so let's put that back in. And the voltage is 24 volts, 7.5 amps, by the way, in case you're wondering, right here. I'm gonna put that back in, and we'll open the other side to see the actual part with the electronics in it. Okay, I have removed all the necessary screws, so let's have a look at the side where the stepper motor is supposed to be. And there it is with the belt. Okay, so easily replaceable belt if needs to be. It does have what is it? Oh, it's got a hole sensor, so you can see the magnet just here, and there is a hole sensor, so it does know position. That's good. And you can see the data cables right here as well. So I've also removed the screws. God, it's heavy. From the side here, so we can pop that off. So we've got your XLRs here. And we've got a small controller board. Looks like a universal board, actually. Probably worth having a look, because there's a lot of unused stuff on there. So I assume the driver board itself for the LEDs are on the moving part with the lenses. So this is just a controller board, and it's NBCM1HL4TF. So random. Okay. Let's remove that and have a look what's on the board, because I think that it might be a universal one that can be used for multiple functions, and we can probably see if you can use it for other lights. There we go. That was easy. So what do we have here? Is there any markings? There is no markings, but it looks like it can drive. Let me zoom in for you. Multiple outputs. There it is. So you can see it is so hard to manipulate it around. So you can see that it's got multiple outputs here, 2 pins. It doesn't say what. Oh, it does. Okay, so we've got the DMX, we've got temperature sensor, which is connected. We've got the, what is that? Oh, that would be the sensor itself for positive, negative, and sense. for the hall sensor. A 12 volt in, which is not connected. Then we've got the power connected, which goes, where does it go? That goes inside here, so there must be a power supply inside that light as well. And we've got fan, which is not connected, another fan not connected. This one here, it says, it's upside down, 5 volts in, out, ground, so that would be the data in case you're running like a moving head, so I guess that can run moving heads. And we've got SPI here, it's connected to SPI, and what this one is positive SS and negative, I'm not too sure. That can come off. Oh. To reveal the display. Alright, I'm going to put this back together and we will have a look at the try to have a look inside that thing. I'm not sure how to pull it apart, to be honest. Actually, I think I know how. That's going to be interesting, but we'll give it a go. Alright, give me a second. I did figure out how to take the top off, so it turns out you need to take all of those plastics frames up because that's what's holding the top plate off. And now we can take that up and remove the top plate carefully. And now we got everything. I haven't looked inside yet, by the way. Everything inside, so we can remove the lens and you can see a nice focal length. Yeah, that's definitely plastic. That's not glass. Imagine with a glass it'd be mega heavy. So let's see at the LEDs in there. I'll zoom right in. So they are nice LEDs there. Nice cooling. So it is red, green, blue, white. To remove this, obviously there's 2 more screws which pushes the LED down, so that's nice construction. I like the cones. Most of the manufacturers, they don't have the cones, they will just have a lens and bare board with LEDs, and you know, it can spill out to the neighboring lens. This one's all isolated, so if one's on, it's going to be just one that is on. That's nice to see. You can see the power on the board just here. It's also not just tagged on, but it's actually terminated properly and screwed in. Yep, it's tied to the positive and negative. That's the first 5. And we have, what's there? So the input, I don't know if you can see it just there. So we've got the temperature sensor here. That's the temperature sensor that is on board right there. Fan, which is, I'm not sure if there is a fan. And just that's where the input is from the main board. So you got the 5 volts data in, fan and ground. So it is really hard to move that, but I will show you what's happening here. So that's the center there. That's where the board splits and the data just continues on to the next one along with power, and there's really nothing else on the other side. That is it. So it's overall nice construction. I'm going to have to wipe those before I put the plastic on. So this is the L1015. I'm going to show you the manual in a second. We'll go over that. So let me put this together and put it aside. And then we're going to take it on. After we finish at the lab here, we'll take it to the club and I will hook it up to the rig, put it up, and we'll see it in operation by itself and in conjunction with the other lights and some haze. So let me put this together and we'll look over the manual. So just before we take it off the bench, I wanted to turn it on and have a look at the power consumption at full power. So I'm going to turn it on now, bypass the limiter. And it's just booting on. Now let's go to... Ooh. That's wide, 162. Oh, that's bright. The LEDs are really nice in there. very bright, as you can see. It is actually surprisingly very bright, and the pattern is really nice too. I don't know if I can, I'll try to flip it on the table so you can see. But yeah, we'll have a look properly at the nightclub. It is consuming 162 watts at exactly 162.0 watts at 234 volts. So it's definitely, you can feel a bit of heat focusing on your hands when you put your hand in front of it. It's definitely really nice, brilliant light. Very well focused, so that'd be interesting to see it in the haze, what it looks like. I'm going to take this off the bench and we'll look at the manual. So here's the manual for it. As I said, it's a model L1015. It's a 1015 RGBW 4-in-1 moving headlight. So we've got our technical parameters. What is this? 180 watts, so it's consuming 160, so it's 20 watt less than what it says here. It's got 10-15 watt LEDs. DMX 512, automatic, master slave, sound mode with RDM. So it's got RDM. That's interesting. I didn't see any settings for RDM, but we'll have a look. It can do 7 channels, 13 and 43, obviously. Dimming, 32-bit linear dimming. Y-axis plus beam plus strobe. Operating temperatures. Strobe 1 to 30 Hertz. 6.35 kilograms. Now let's have a look. So menu function, we've got address, which is your DMX. Then you got the mode set, which is 7 channels, 13 or 43. M0 to 127 is the different effects when it's in standalone. S0 to S25, change the speed of the built-in effects. So that would be the speed of the effects that you set in M. You've got the values red, green, blue, and white that you can set manually. Sound activation mode, M, and this is the movement of the actual bar on the Y-axis, motor parameters up or down, and that would be the speed, I guess. T is the display temperature, so it's just showing the temperature of the light itself. That explains the master slave, factory settings. So you can calibrate it if you want, so you can enter the factory mode. How do you do that? When the fixture is set to any address code between 01 and 512, press the menu buttons for 5 seconds to enter factory mode. So factory mode would adjust your output power for each channel, setting the fan mode, configuring the temperature protection point, and sending parameters. In the factory setting mode, press the... Okay, so I think that's where you send the RDM probably. So you can adjust the red current, so you can adjust current of red, green, blue, white. Adjust the speed, the fan settings, the temperature, which is the cutoff temperature, sent factory setting until... Okay, and that's our... So I don't know if it has the actual RDM because you need to set the fixture number, but alright, so this is the 7-channel mode, which is the controls the motor, the actual position, the speed of the motor, then red, green, blue, white, and then this channel 7 is the reset value. Then that's a really basic. Then you have the 13 channel, which is my preferred one because you got again the Y-axis motor, the position, then you got the speed of that, then you got the total dimmer, you've got the strobe, you got linear dimmer for red, green, blue, white, separate channels. Then you have modes, you have speed of those modes, background color, so you can have, for example, each one pulsing, say, because there's 10 of them and it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and backwards. but you can have, like, say in red, but you can have the rest of them glowing dimly blue, so you have that effect that is, they all lit up blue slightly, but only one is chasing with red. So that's what the background color is. And then background dimmer, obviously, and then channel 13 is a reset, so that's to reset the fixture remotely. And then 43 channel, it is yeah, that's full on one, so that's every single component is addressed individually. And to be honest, I would never use that feature. There's a lot of lights that do that. I guess it gives you your full control of the light, but it is inconvenient for me because that means a lot of work of programming. As you can see, channel 1 is the motor, then the speed, and then you have the first bead, which is, like, you know, the first light, and it's red, green, blue dimmer. Then you got the all of them up to 43, up to 42 individual, so each individual color of LED in that whole light is addressed individually. And to program that, that's going to be a nightmare unless you're running some like sound switch, which is automatically probably going to do that. 43 is a reset. Then we have the effects, so it just tells you the value of DMX, and tells you, well, it doesn't tell exactly what the effect is, but there's a lot of effects to choose from. Oh, and there's one that if you set it to 255, it'll be just going through the effects, I guess, and the warranty. So that's it. So that's the user manual for the Betopper L1015 light. Thank you for sponsoring that video. It was really awesome. It's a good light. We'll have a look in a second what it looks like in a nightclub environment. My name is Max. I will see you next time. Bye.